Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this iPhone XR and I will show you how to replace the screen on it. Okay, so let's do it. First of all, we will need some tools. We will need a screen. You can get it online. And you will need a Phillips screwdriver, a tri-point screwdriver, a pentalobe screwdriver, and an IC Semi. Okay, so let's put these tools aside. Then we're gonna start opening the phone. So to open the phone, we will use the the pentalobe screwdriver. Then we're gonna open these two screws here in the bottom. Make sure when you put the screwdriver on this screws, make sure don't not just keep spinning like this. You may damage the screws there and it will be very hard for you to open the phone. So make sure when you put the screwdriver here, make sure it's beating on the teeth, then put little bit pressure, then turn it like this. So once you open the screw, it should not keep missing it and you keep like trying until you strip the screw. Then it's gonna be very hard for you. So make sure you are opening it correctly. So we take the first screw, we're gonna put it here. We're gonna keep our screws organized and we will remember every screw from where we take it off, then we can put it back easily. We don't have to mix the screws and keep like trying to figure out which one go to which spot. So now I'm opening the second screw. Make sure you are using good tools. Sometimes when you buy the screen, it comes with the cheap tools, something like this. Just use them carefully. You still can use them to open the phone, but use them very carefully and don't use them carelessly. Alright, so I opened the two screws here. Then what I'm gonna do, I will turn off the phone. To turn off this phone, we're gonna just push this button here, the volume up, then the volume down, then the power button, and hold it. And you will see like this, slide it, and it will turn off. Alright, so now after I turn off the phone, now I'm gonna use the IC Semi, and I will insert it here between the glass, the LCD and the frame, just like this. As you see, so once I have it like this, just the tip of it, don't push it all the way down. Then I will like flip it to the back like this, gently until I get it like this. So I have only the tip inside here. So once I have it like this, I will wiggle. Try again if you lost it. I will wiggle. Make sure don't wiggle too much here because you may damage the band here on the frame. So once I open it like this, I will have the screen lifted like this. I'm gonna put my finger here to hold it to not go back. Then I will just slide like this to release the adhesive which is holding from this side. Then I will insert this one here and they will have more access to here. Make sure don't put this IC Semi all the way inside. So now once I have it like this, it's almost open from the bottom to the top, so just like this. Then I will go to the other side and I will do the same thing. Wiggle like this, then I will come here, then open it. Make sure don't put this one inside because we have a cable here, you may damage something. Anyway, the screen is broken, so you just need to be careful to not damage something else, you know. So once you have it like this opened, we're just gonna grab it and we will like move it like this. Then we are gonna pull it a little bit until we make a small gap here. As you see, I make the small gap, it's right here. Then I will open it as like a book, you know. Gently, don't use the force, and control the screen so it's not gonna fly, you know, because you may use the force, then you may cut the cables and everything. Inside here we have the front facing camera cable. It's very dangerous if you just like open it by force, you know. and open it slowly until you get it like this. Then we're gonna remove this adhesive. This adhesive is protecting the screen from the dust and sometimes from water or liquids, but it's not really protecting it, especially from water. Don't count on it that it's gonna protect your phone from the water damage. Make sure don't touch your phone with water, you know. Alright, so once I have the phone open like this, I have two screws here. I will open them to disconnect this cable. So for these two screws I will use the tri-point screwdriver. And keep track of your screws. So now I'm gonna remove this bracket. Let me show you which bracket I'm talking about. So this bracket here. And make sure you keep it exactly like this so you can put it next to its screws. When you try to put it back, you know the directions of it, you know. So what I'm gonna do now, I will use just my nail and I will disconnect this cable, then I will disconnect this one. Alright, so now I'm gonna disconnect the battery because I cannot like keep working on the phone while the battery is connected. So I'm gonna use the tri-point screwdriver again, and I will open these three screws here to remove this bracket. If you feel like the screw is not opening, make sure you are using the right screwdriver and make sure you are doing it correctly. Alright, so now I remove the three screws, then I will just grab this piece here, put it next to its screws. Alright, so we have the battery right here. I disconnect the battery, okay? So now we're gonna remove this bracket here to disconnect this cable. So we're gonna use the tri-point screwdriver again to open the three screws here. So we have one here, and another screw here, then another screw in this side here. Let me see if I can remove this bracket without opening this screw, hopefully. No, it looks like I cannot. I will need to open this screw here. And for this screw, it's a Phillips screwdriver. And there is a bracket underneath that screw. Make sure you keep track of it. So what I'm gonna do, I will just slide back this piece out, and when I push it back, I will put it underneath this bracket here, okay? Alright, so now I'm gonna disconnect this cable from here using my nail. You can use the tools also, but just make sure don't go deep inside. You may damage something there. Alright, so I need to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So I remove this cable. Then the screen is free from this frame. So what I'm gonna do now, I will put this one aside because I'm not gonna use it for now, and then I will remove this cable here with its components to the new screen. So to remove this one, I will need to open these screws here. We have 4 screws, and we will use the Phillips screwdriver. And this one here, so this screw. Then we will have another one here, and the third one here, and the fourth is right here in this corner. The fourth one, we will need to use the Phillips, the tri-point one. When you are using the screwdriver and you feel like it's not opening the screw, make sure you are using the right screwdriver. Alright, so I removed the 4 screws. So now I have this piece lifted up. So I'm not gonna just remove it because I still have another the microphone and the proximity sensor inside here. I need to remove them gently. So to remove them gently, I will just use something like this to lift them up. I need to use another sharp tool because the tip of this one is thick. It's not going underneath. I may use flat head screwdriver from here. So we're gonna lift up this thing here, then we will push up this thing. Make sure don't just keep pushing, make sure don't damage it, okay? Alright, so I open this, then we have the proximity sensor inside here. Alright, the last thing here we have the microphone. Make sure you are using the correct tools to not damage this cable because this cable is very sensitive. If you damage it, you will need to order another one, and this will make you wait for a couple days to get the new one, you know. So now I'm gonna put this one aside and I will remove this bracket here. So to remove this bracket, we have one screw here and one here, another one here, another one here in this corner, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, so let's take them off all. We're gonna use the tri-point screwdriver. Start from here. All these screws are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. Alright, so I remove them all. So now I will use this IC Semi and I will pry up this metallic shield here. But before we pry this metallic shield up, we need to separate these two cables. Then we will have to disconnect this cable from this metallic shield gently. So if you feel like it's not, you just don't want to damage this one, that's why I'm trying it carefully. Because sometimes we will recycle these screens if they are still showing the picture on the screen. Alright, so now we're gonna put this bracket back here. Screen comes with this plastic. We're just gonna remove this plastic that is covering the screen. And I will remove this one from here. Then what I'm gonna do, you see these 3 pins here? We need to cover them with something as these ones here are covered. So I will remove the adhesive which is covering this little part, and I will stick it on the top of this. Alright, so now I will put, first I need to remove this cable out from here, then I will insert it inside like this. Make sure this bracket is matching here perfectly. Then we will glue this down here, and it will be like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these screws back. Alright, so I put all the screws back. So now I'm gonna put this piece back here too. So let's open this cable like this. Open it completely. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this one first, then we're gonna flip this one, push it second, then we're gonna connect the microphone, then we're gonna flip this one back. Okay. Alright, so as you see, I connect this one here, then I will flip this back. Make sure there's nothing is blocking this hole here. Alright, so now I'm gonna connect the microphone, is already connected. Then I will flip this back like you see. We have this small piece here. This one I can just take it out and insert it inside here. It's not really important, but if you want to put it back, you can just put it back now. Alright, so now I will put the screws back. We will start with this tri-point screw here. Then I will use the Phillips screwdriver to put the rest of the screws. Okay, this is a tri-point, so I'm just going to use the Phillips screwdriver. Alright, so now I finished putting the parts on the screen. Now I'm gonna test the screen. So to test it, I will connect these two cables. Make sure they are matching perfectly on with its spot on the motherboard here. Then you put some pressure on them to snap them down. If you feel like they are not matching perfectly, don't use any force to connect them, you know. This should connect easily. Alright, so they are connected now. What I'm gonna do now, I will connect the battery. This is the battery cable here. Okay, I will make sure that the battery connector is connecting perfectly, so it connects now. Then I will turn the phone on. Keep holding like 3 seconds and it should turn on. Alright, so it's on as you see. Actually, I don't have the password for the phone. I'm just going to delete. Alright, so let's turn it off again. So to turn it off, just push this button, then the power button, and hold it. Phone turns off. Now what I'm gonna do, I will redisconnect the battery. Then I will disconnect the screen and I will start from here. I will connect this cable first. And you see how I'm doing it like this. So now I can connect this cable. Make sure it's underneath this little bracket here. Okay, it connects. Then I will take this bracket and I will insert it underneath this bracket here. Alright, so then be very gentle with this cable, you may cut something here. Okay, this is a Phillips screwdriver. Because I have both of them, they are yellow, so I don't alright, so I put this screw here first, then this one, tri-point, alright, so I put the 4 screws back. Now what I'm gonna do, I will connect the screen cables. Then I have this little bracket, should go on top of these 2 cables. Make sure you treat the screen very well to not damage the cables. So now I will put this bracket here, but before I put it I will connect the battery. So the battery is connected now. As you see, the battery is the last thing that I connect. No, this is a tri-point screwdriver. You need to realize if you are using the right screwdriver or not, because if you just keep trying, you may damage the screw. Alright, so I connect the last screw. So now I'm just gonna close the screen. Alright, so to close it, first of all I need to put this part first and try to not leave any gap here, because we have like some hooks they will hold on the top here. I touched the power button, by the way. So once I push here and there is no gap, I will let the screen go down like this. Then I will click it from the sides and voila, the screen is connected perfectly. Now I just need to put these 2 screws and we're done. I'm using the pin-alloy screwdriver to put the last two screws back. Alright, so the phone is good again. Let me make sure that everything else is working fine. Alright, so I'm gonna test. The first thing I will test the camera. So this is the back camera, and this is the front camera. Okay, this is, so I'm just gonna go out from the camera. So the speaker,
Welcome to Verizon.
the proximity sensor. When I cover this part, the light should turn off. That's the proximity sensor. And then we can like hear, I put the phone in my ear to hear the little voice. Everything is working fine. Alright guys, we get it done successfully. I hope that this video helped you to replace your screen successfully. If it does, please hit the thumbs up, because this helped us a lot to keep like making more videos. And also share this video with friends, or you can share it on your Facebook page. I will really appreciate it. And subscribe for more videos. See you in the next video, and have a wonderful time. Peace.